Good morning.
We're ready.
Uh-huh.
I think we're ready. Are we ready?
We're ready. Are you guys ready?
Here we go. Two pearls in a pod. At it again.
I'm Cheryl.
Becky.
And
Only been 2 weeks.
Wow.
Oh, is there a microphone on? It'll be fine. It will still hear it.
So you guys, in the beginning, if she doesn't cut it out, we'll just be talking. So let's
Yeah.
try it again.
Becky.
Cheryl.
Two pearls in a pod.
Good morning. It is Sunday, November 17th.
It's only been 2 weeks.
I know. We're on a roll here.
And I think I finally have the uploading it figured out. So that should go a little faster this time. I should get it out there a little quicker. Still not sure how to do show notes. I'm going to try that again now that I have the other part down.
One step at
Darla's
a
under
time.
the table, like pawing at me.
So we can be found on a couple of places, and I'll just hold this card up like this. People, you can pause it since we're not doing show notes and the flashy flash on the screen like the professional podcasters do. Because
I'm challenged,
and we're
as far
knitters.
as-
We're not tech people. We're not IT people. We're knitters.
I think I just burped. I hope you didn't hear that.
Uh-oh.
So
It's awesome.
we have.
I raised boys, so it's all good.
You got
I
it.
don't pull my finger.
So, thanks for coming back, and we really appreciate it. And all our new subscribers, welcome.
Mhm.
That's exciting.
Like and subscribe down there,
Yes,
like
yes.
somewhere down there. We point to the someplace we're not really sure of.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like
there.
Like and
somewhere.
subscribe.
Yeah. So I did not get a lot of knitting done because my sister
Here
was
comes
here
her
from
excuses.
Florida for
Here
a
the-
week for
Here
the
comes
snowstorm.
excuses.
She brought the little snowstorm with her, and
Yeah, it was the beginning of November. We had 4 or 5 inches of snow last Monday.
school was closed on Tuesday. I didn't have to babysit any grandkids, so that was a bonus. But my sister didn't like the snow, and she went back to Florida. She came here to do a Color Street nail bar, I guess it's called, with us, and because she just started selling that, and she was not impressed with the snow. I kept thinking it'll be fine. It's early November.
I wasn't impressed with the snow.
My anniversary is November 4th, and when we got married, it was 70 degrees, nearly 7, I think around 70. I wore a sundress to the rehearsal. So
it was a nice November day.
of course, that was 100 years ago, at least. I guess we did set some 100-year records, and exciting.
Yeah,
So-
not exciting. So we still haven't put our motorcycle away for the season. He was babbling on about needing to go get gas in it and put some fuel stable in it and set it up. And I don't know. I'm just sad it's all.
We went to the movies last night, and I almost took my knitting in there.
You did
I
it?
wish I would have. I wish I would have tried it.
Was the movie good?
It was very good.
And you went and seen?
We saw Ford versus Ferrari, and I was a little like, am I going to like it or not? I have never seen a movie that Matt Damon was in that really wasn't good. He's usually, the movies he does are really good.
My sister's going to see it today, and I'm like, "Well, is that something you want to see?" And her husband is a big car guy, and she was like, "Well, of course, Matt Damon's in it." And I laughed
that's
because
what I said.
you
How
had
can
said
you
it that
lose with
morning.
Matt Damon?
You said it that morning.
So-
You're like, "Oh, Matt Damon is in it, so it's all good."
It was very good, and we got there early because we just got there early. So we're sitting outside when the movie before us came out, and a guy stopped and he said, I'm not really an emotional guy, but I gotta say, I had a tear in my eye.
Oh boy,
So
Don is a mushbag when it comes to those movies.
it was really good. It was
Look,
interesting and entertaining, and the
She's
cat's rubbing all over your
all
knitting
over my knitting
bag.
bag. Darla's making it her own.
Oh no, your cats are gonna love that. She's got a little itch on her chin.
Yeah.
So that's what
was
we
it
did
3
last night.
hours?
It was 2.5
that's a
hours,
long-
but I'm telling you, it did not feel like it. It did
It's
not.
a commitment.
I know, but it did not feel like it. It was, well, it was a race movie, so it was fast paced. So there was no like, oh, come on with the story. So I don't know. I liked it.
I don't know, but if people tend to get did you get weepy?
not really weepy, but there was a few spots that were like
it's the Christmas season, and Don he gets weepy. He's a weepy fella. He just is.
Yeah.
Like he gets weepy over.
Well, he'll probably bawl his eyes out.
Take him to the hospital for
it
an
is-
IV afterwards.
I would definitely recommend it.
I'm with the big guy who's crying.
I'll give it a 2 thumbs up. So that's what we did, and then we went to a Ladies of a Harley painting,
Ceramic painting party.
Yeah,
in Fremont
yesterday.
At Pottery Perfection.
And I went to a craft show in Woodville yesterday, and I did buy some stuff, but there was some like direct sales there and things like that.
I went to my niece's birthday party last night, so I got to have Costco cake.
Win-win.
That's my big deal. And she sent some home with us, so I just had that was my lunch before I came over here today. So other than that, I didn't get to knit yesterday. I have 2 things that are so close to being done. If I could have had my whole day yesterday, I could have got them done, but it wasn't meant to be, so.
Well, I've been focusing on a hat that I'm making for someone that is a Santa's helper. So, do you want to show that stuff first, since we were talking about
let's
it?
Do
what do you want to do first? Okay.
Do FOs.
I don't have much of those, so
I don't have
one.
a ton. This podcast isn't going to be nearly as long as last because
I know.
It's only been 2 weeks, and
be happy about that.
we haven't been spending the mother load like we had been before. I'm not on any type of yarn diet or bag diet, or I'm not.
I need to be.
Nope, not me. I'm a knitter. I have a knitting podcast. This is all for the sake of the podcast.
I love that hat.
Well, I
Show
finished
us
my
what you
hat.
got.
So 2 weeks ago, I showed it and it didn't have the top on. I had to cut it short because I was going to run out of yarn. So there's the top. And it's
What
really,
yarn was that?
I brought the yarn with me. Oh. I bought it in Shaker Heights. I talked about it the last time. I bought this when I went to my dentist appointment.
Big Merino Hug.
Yeah, Big Merino Hug. It's made in England. And this is a nice yarn. I need to put that right
it feels nice.
I thought maybe it was going to be the ponytail thing. I think
is that worsted weight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's
kind of beefy.
It was a beefy yarn. I think this might be a gift if I can part with it. Sometimes I'm making these things and I'm having a hard time parting with them.
Speaking of gift hats.
So, I finished this fella. And I don't love it. I didn't love it on me. And so I took it to knitting. And Becky loved it. She put it on and she loved it.
So it's perfect.
So it is hers. It's not blacked. I don't know. I think if it was blacked,
I suppose you block.
I think if you blocked it, it would open this up so it wouldn't be.
Okay.
You sort of see the floats. This is my first attempt at this business, at this colorwork business.
Good. It looks nice.
So then she gave me hers.
Yeah, we traded hats.
And I'm going to make myself one, and this time I'm going to gauge.
Quite a deal, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see what my gauge is on this and follow the pattern. So I looked at this pattern up on Ravelry, and it was the Edinburgh Yarn Festival hat from 2015. I guess their thing, like Rhinebeck, our claim to fame is sweaters, they do color work hats. And they released the pattern, I don't know when, and then everybody was like, I watched some old video from the 2015 EYF, and this was the hat from 2015.
I think we should wear these one day when we go back to Rhinebeck in a couple years.
Yeah, this coming year in 2020. I'll have to make this and see, but I'm gonna get gauge. I'm gonna try gauge, and I might go down a needle size.
So, I did watch our podcast back for the 3rd time because I wanted to see if I showed this done, and it wasn't. My needles were still in it. So I finished my, what was this? Knit Purl Hunter MCAL.
It's my last knit along.
Yeah.
I'm swearing knit alongs off.
It's done, and I'm very happy with it.
I love it.
It was very fun to do. I haven't even really tried it on to see how I should.
Yeah, it's really cute. The colors are really nice.
I love it. Love it.
Yep.
And whenever she has a knit along, her stuff is fun to do. And look, I like.
Well, I'm not saying I'll never knit the patterns. I'm just not gonna put myself out there and have all that pressure of I can't. I'm not doing it. Nope.
Because I didn't bring my pattern for my next knit along that I'm hosting.
I brought that pattern, but I'm not doing it under pressure. It is not fun to be knitting under pressure.
I actually went through a box of stuff that was
cute.
Old things that I knit, and Ruby took over this old hat that I had done a long time ago.
That's cute.
And it was back when I just kind of was making up hats on my own and
that's cute.
Using up yarn. And then I also, and I don't know what the yarn was, but this is a American Girl doll, and I did a little ponytail hat or whatever, messy bun hat for American Girl doll, and a scarf. So that was kind of some old finished. And then I have another finished thing, but I didn't do it. My sister, her mother-in-law passed away a long time ago, and she said she had tons of Afghans that her mother-in-law knitted, and she said she just didn't know what she was going to do with them all, and so she brought one over for me and one for each of my daughters.
It's pretty.
So, and they're big, so there's a lot of time invested in these.
It's heavy too,
and it's so soft, and so she gave us each one of those, and so that's what I keep it by my chair. And
nice.
I got one little spot to bury there, but thought that was nice. Her name was Kitty, and she always made Afghans for, shower gifts and things like that. So that's all finished I have, though. I wish I had more.
Yeah, me too. That's it. If I would have stayed home yesterday instead of all that running, I would have got 2 things done, but not meant to be. So
we did get something amazing in the mail. Dun, 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 dun. I have been.
She has
for a while there. I was
weeks.
Getting online like a couple times a day, just waiting for, and then it comes packaged so cute too. It's a Hohi project bag. Yeah, so exciting. They're beautiful.
It is. It's amazing.
And then they have this leather strap. It's still kind of tough because it's new. But you can unhook the little.
Oh, okay, I see.
Things. I'll do mine. And why don't you show the inside? There's a little pot. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there's a little pocket inside. But you can do this and put it on your wrist. And I know I watched one of her videos, and she said that she made it so the zipper was at the closure was at this end, so that if you were standing in line somewhere, you could have your yarn coming out and be knitting with it on your wrist. And so she put a lot of thought into them.
Yeah,
it's
really
suede
cute.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah,
So I'm excited to use it.
It smells so good. It reminds me of a coat I got in the 80s. I don't remember, from Lerner.
Yep, so I love it. It is not vegan, and I'm okay with that.
It is so soft.
So she has a backpack too that I'm like, now I have my eyes on, but that might have to wait a little while. But I have to say, I ordered it, and it comes from Argentina. Thank you, Hohi. And it came really fast, and there was a little mishap where only one came, and I sent her an email because my invoice said to, and she got it right out to me. They came so fast, I can't believe it.
It was just a few days, which is amazing.
Yes. So,
because I know sometimes from Canada, it takes a while between their mail and our mail.
Right.
There's a lag sometimes.
So, what else have you purchased these days?
Well, why do you think I purchased something?
Well, because I know you that well.
So, What did I do? Last weekend, I met my sister. It was her birthday. So I met her. She lives in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. And I live here in Fremont. So I met her in Avon. And before I met her, I went to River Color Studio. And I bought this. This is Rasta, Malabrigo Rasta. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Maybe make another one of these hats.
What's the color on that?
It's Fiesta. I just love the color, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. And then I bought this Quince and Co yarn.
It is amazing how light.
It's so light. Like it is, and it doesn't.
That would make a nice sweater because it's so. I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah, and this is 50 grams, 221 yards. Well, I went to our shop in Elmore, and first of all, I want to make this olive green is going to go in this hat. And I bought 2 from our shop that our Thursday night knitting group goes to.
Vote now.
I think
no,
it's gonna be this purple. I think this is gonna be too much of the same, and so that's gonna be this. But I have my eye on this hat, and Did
you show the hat?
Yeah, I showed, but okay. It's the shifty, and I've made the shift. Becky made the night shift. You know, we both liked the pattern, so these 2 things, and the girl that works at River Color Studio helped me pick this out because I'm like I wanted something kind of solid, so it wasn't all crazy colors.
Well, I had bought that yarn for I thought I put it in here. Yarn for my granddaughter's sweater, but I changed my mind. I haven't changed my mind on the pattern. But
the
one that.
Okay.
So I got some Malabrigo in aquamarine
Is that Rios even?
Yes, Rios.
Yeah.
And I even worked on a swatch.
Wow.
So that was something.
We're finally growing up.
I know. So I swatched.
I don't know.
So,
I don't even know if people from our shop make swatches.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Does Karen make a swatch?
I don't know.
I need to ask.
I don't know,
Karen, do you make a swatch? Andrea, do you swatch?
So this, and then the name of what is the name of the sweater? I don't remember because Lisa has my pattern because she's making sure she's the mathematician of the group, and
she's real good at the math.
She measured my swatch, and she's just gonna make sure it's gonna fit my granddaughter because it's a lot of work for a little girl if it's not gonna fit her. And then the other thing this is like a work in progress. Is this okay?
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's
not a surprise. I have no surprises. So someone asked me to make this elf hat. They're Santa's helper, and they needed an elf hat. So here's that's the hat that I'm making.
Are you putting the bells on it too?
Yes. And so this is what I've been working on.
It's hunter green. It's kind of looking much darker in the light. It's like
So then this will fold up, and then these little flaps will fold over, and the bells will be on it. I'll make sure I take a picture when it's done, but hopefully it fits her good. And
if not,
because I don't want to really make another one, so should be knitting right now.
All right, but I have a couple of other things I purchased. So at our shop in Elmore, Crafty Needle, they got these DMC little toppers in, lovey tops they call them, and they have this.
They're really cute.
I just thought it was really cute for my little grandbaby, for Bean. Thought I would make that for him. Yeah, they're really, really cute. And look at, like, it says you could.
Oh, yeah, that's neat.
You could also just use that thing for the little pacifier thing.
Yeah.
So I got that from our shop. And then in my travels, I found a new store down in Columbus, Ohio called 614 Knitting Studio. And at she had a booth set up at Vogue Knitting in Columbus, and I talked to her, but I wanted
Is
to
that
check
how
her
you
store
discovered
out.
her?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I knew that she was there because I had Googled yarn stores, you know, in the area or whatever.
As you always do.
As I always do. I can't even help myself. This yarn, I'm all about the tweed this year, so I bought one skein of this. Not even sure. This is just for stash. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with it.
I'm not buying stash anymore.
Oh, I am. I'm gonna buy stash all day, every day.
Stash. I picked out a pattern, and like Miriam, I'm not gonna show it until
I dream
get
of
it
just
started.
buying stash yarn that I have no clue what I'm gonna do with.
So
it's my dream.
I did have a couple. Are you done showing what you bought?
No,
oh no, you're not done.
I'm
Never
done.
mind. Keep it going.
So
I'll knit
and
while
Becky
you
has
show.
Becky has the same bag. She bought
I got it when I was in Florida
last year.
March.
But it's the Attenti bag. And
I love that. That's probably one of my favorites. It's got to be one of my favorites.
This is, and on the inside I have
many
I have a
favorites.
whip in here.
So I just got a phone call. I usually put my iPad on airplane mode, and I did not this time.
So then you just splice them
it
together. But I was showing my Attenti bag that I bought.
I should send her a text and tell her I'll call her back after.
This has a whip in it. The pockets are really cool. Like there's pockets all the way around it on the outside and pockets on the inside. So that was my other purchase. That's it for this time for purchases.
I gotta send her this so she'll call me back.
Say, we are podcasting, Sandy.
Recording. I will call you soon. Okay, that's done. So I had wrote down a couple things. Did you happen to watch the new Chelsea Pearls?
No.
Well, they were so funny. She said they always call her Nana.
Yeah.
She said Nana's on Tinder, and they did some filters and stuff for her, and they said, Red Bank Mike said, isn't that false advertising? And she said, well, by the time they figure that out, they'll just have fallen in love with Nana, and I'll have a new daddy.
Oh, yeah, I did. No, I did see that one. There was a newer
funny.
one came out like on Friday,
okay.
I think, and I didn't watch it. I did see the new
then.
daddy one.
I thought that was funny.
That's awesome.
And then the other thing is, when we were standing in line, we met the Ocean State Yarn Cast girls, and so she, on Instagram, she is tiny_knitter, and she posted on her podcast
that she
on
was
there,
watching
so that
us.
was sweet. So I'm just sending out some podcast love.
We met so many people standing in line. We stood in a lot of lines at Rhinebeck, but it was fun because everybody was there, and everybody was in a good mood about it. Like
nobody seemed to mind
in a
the
bad
lines
mood
at all. Like it just was all part of it, and people were knitting in line and
talking and just it was just
eating
a
donuts,
good time.
Falafels, which everyone's still talking about the falafels. It wasn't what I was expecting, and I can't say I'm a big fan. I'm sorry.
What did I? Oh, I
ate
a crepe.
Maybe if that's what I was expecting, I would have been okay.
I ate a crepe that day, and it was really good. I felt bad because it was so good, and you were bummed because of your falafel.
And then one of the things I want to do is the Full of Minis hat, and I did see somebody. Yeah, Naughty Knitwits. She posted a picture of hers, and
that's
isn't
cute.
That cool? So that's something I want to do one of these days.
Is that from, you said Full of Minis?
Yes. Yeah, I have the pattern.
Do you want to go shopping for some minis?
No. I have minis, thank you. I have many minis. So
I bet Brenda has minis.
Tell us about Brenda, like what we're going to do with Brenda.
We're going to go see Brenda, and we're going to interview her and get her yarn story, and maybe get some footage of the town of Vermilion where her yarn store is.
It's called Cast On
Yarn Studio. On December 7th, we're going to go have that over at in Vermilion. Yeah. And then Vermilion has a lot of other cool stuff in it too. There's really a candy store, and the Swan Creek Candle Company is there. There's a cross stitch store there. there's a lot to offer in Vermilion.
Yeah. Fun place.
So maybe you could buy your minis when we go see Brenda.
Maybe, maybe not.
Brenda was torturing me with that advent calendar.
Yeah, and that sock thing. That sock one. Yeah, that's cute. Maybe there'll be some of those
shitballs. I don't have time to go over there
probably
this
won't
week.
Be enough. There probably won't be any left. And we always find something.
What are we
there.
doing on Saturday?
Not going to Vermilion. We have a Christmas party or something.
No,
or
this Saturday. This Saturday is something with my sister or a craft thing in Elyria.
She's busy Saturday.
The Hog Chapter has their monthly meeting and a chili cook-off, I think.
That's Saturday.
But I don't know that I'm going to make that.
I don't either.
You don't
know going on. I don't know. I didn't sign up to go.
We have things going on every weekend practically from now until the end of the year, and that inhibits my yarn store travels.
Poor thing.
I know.
I'm looking to see if I had anything else written down. Sodders. We're going still
solder. So
it's coming up in February.
Chevy Rell gave us a shout out, and she's going to go to solder. So I'm pretty excited. I sent her a message and asked her if she would be interested in celebrating our podiversary because our first podcast was recorded at solder. So we're going to do our podiversary, and hopefully Chevy's going to be on there with us. So we're pretty excited about that. She sends me a message like, call me back right away. And I thought she had some news from her hubby or something because we were at knitting the night before and he said he had good news and bad news. And I thought it was going to be something with that. And she was all stoked about. Chevis said she was going to go to solder and she had looked into it. And
I know you're on the edge of your seat wondering what the good news, bad news was. It was his birthday. And he sent me a text that he would be home that night because he was out of town, but he would be late. So the good news was he was coming home a day early, and the bad news was it would be late. So it was exciting, yeah.
That was it.
But
so
okay.
Chevis being at the solder retreat was really exciting.
Yes,
yes. So we're pretty stoked about
getting
to meet her and
some
knit
of
with
our
her.
friends, Lisa and Joy, they've never been and they're going this year, so that'll be fun too.
Yeah. And then I messaged the Forest City Knit Girls up in Canada, and they're going to try to get to that also. And then Jenny from The Knitters Are Here messaged me yesterday and asked about it too.
Oh, good.
So maybe those guys will go too.
Wow.
It's going to be just like a great big podcast meetup.
Maybe if we get enough people to go, we can get free room.
I don't even care.
Good.
That is.
I'm glad that because last year the last couple of years the attendance was down a little bit, and
that weekend is that is my favorite weekend. I love going there and just hanging out and knitting with friends and eating a bunch of crap and
the food. They do a nice job with the food.
Non-stop junk food the whole weekend and
bakery and I love knitting by the fireplace.
Yeah. In the early morning donut run. Oh wait, you didn't go on that.
No, I slept in.
No, I got up and went with Karen and Andrea we drove actually because it was really cold, which was
across
about
the parking lot.
It probably would have been about 200 steps if we would have walked, but we drove.
Was it snowing that?
But it was like below zero.
We've had other years where we were basically snowed in, which is fine too.
That's my favorite time of year.
Yep.
So
it's toasty by the fire.
There's your other cat is out here.
Oh, that's unusual.
Everybody's wanting to.
It's a unicorn sighting.
They're rubbing on my bags and stuff. George Pratt and Gertie are going to have a heart attack when I go home.
Yeah.
So what's next? Do we want to talk about whips?
Oh, whip. Well, I sort of did. I didn't bring anything else out, but you go ahead. You whip it up good. I'll just keep on knitting. Like, I'm on this until it's done. Remember I said I was going to concentrate on one thing at a time?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to get this done.
I would like everybody to meet my last knit along ever.
She's lying.
There will be no more knitting along with anybody because it just makes me feel bad about myself.
That you need to show that pattern at some point of the next knit along I'm hosting.
I'm going to knit this thing that she's talking about, but I'm not knitting under pressure
for our podcast. Dun, dun, dun,
This
dun.
is so. This
is that the back? Yeah, that's the back. Turn it
Oops.
over.
Take the needle side and poke your eye out with
Take-
your knit along.
Look how pretty it is in the other colors. One of the
So
other
I
colors.
am almost to the point where I'm gonna do the yarn chicken part,
Yep,
and I don't know how much I have. I have
it's all good.
this much left,
Got a lot left.
and
You have more left than I did. You'll be fine.
there's an orange one in here somewhere. This is all the.
We need to do a knit along or knit something together.
I thought
Like
we
the
were gonna do
Forest
that.
City Knit Girls.
I thought we were gonna do that one.
Maybe we'll be more productive. They're very productive.
They are really
Forest City
productive.
Knit Girls. I'm not really sure if you sleep.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, how do you get it all done? I have to go to work.
I know.
Part of it for me is my commute. Like, I do spend a lot of time in a car. If I could get one of those automatic driving cars and I could
Maybe-
just sit there and knit, that might work.
Maybe the days are longer in Canada. Is that what it is?
It must be.
You have more hours in a day. Let us know.
Yeah, give us some advice on this knitting business. And I've actually been staying up and doing a lot more knitting than what I even used to.
Come here, Darla. Kitty, 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 kitty.
So I also have something on the needles. This is a hat.
Darla wanted to say hi. Doesn't she look excited? I guess she didn't.
I don't know that I could lift George
Not
Pratt up
gonna
like
be full of
that.
cat hair and she made my hair staticky.
I couldn't lift George Pratt up like that. I'd strain a
I
muscle.
have enough trouble with my self-esteem. I think she slapped me.
This is a hat that's gonna have.
I thought you were doing pink in there. Changed your mind?
No, you guys didn't have pink at the store,
Oh.
and I needed. You didn't have the right color of pink, so I went ahead and
Look
just.
at you go. You're doing the shawl and the hat.
That hat.
And what else have you got going?
I feel like there's more. Just
I
not
want to
sure
be
where.
a one project person. I'm just doing this one project till it's done.
It sounds good, but I just don't think I could be.
Get
I just
bored.
don't think so. Like, it's killing me not to. I want to cast on my next sweater, but I want to finish that knit along that I'm just want to. Everybody else, it seems like, is done with, except me.
Monday night we're having a get together to see where everybody's at and take some pictures, and I'll post them on my Instagram. I'm so good at Instagram, I tell you. Oh, I want to look at that magazine.
Well, I don't know
Oh, that's an old one,
what I
isn't
did
it?
with. I bought it a month or so ago.
That old thing.
This old thing. It's this. And the hat, and there's the hat and mitts. I can't find the big picture of it. Apparently, I'm losing my
Get
mind.
the big picture.
I want to give them the big picture. Page 49.
We both wore Harley clothes today.
Where's your neighbor? Is he going to be out running in a tutu
He's
this
not
week?
home today.
Oh,
I don't know
I
where
thought maybe he would-
is. In his tutu.
In his tutu. So this is the hat and the mitts I'm going to make out of that gray. But I couldn't buy the pink, so.
Did you show what bag you're using?
Oh, that shit will block right out. Wish it was a little bit bigger. Those mitts, though, look at those.
Those are cute.
What might be something for?
That's cute too.
There's a lot. This
Yeah,
is
good
a good
magazine.
one. Your cat's over there.
Chirping at the birds.
Oh, I thought maybe she was chirping at the dude
No.
running in his tutu.
Jeff feeds the birds next door and she enjoys it. She should have to pay
Look
for
at
some
this.
of that bird food. Yeah, I like that. Make that for your baby.
This blanket is so cute.
Should make the blanket and the sweater for your baby.
Will that sweater look good on a boy?
Yeah, I think so. Put a blue stripe on it. I think is either a boy or a girl.
Look at that sweater.
Oh, that's cute. So many things. And then they grow up so fast.
And then they'll be like teenagers, which is
Yeah.
not a good age. I'm also looking at my dream knitting.
You getting a cold? You sound stuffy
No,
today.
this is my stupid sinuses every
Somebody
year.
said every time they do a podcast they get stuffy. I can't remember who said that.
So this has my interest.
Yeah, that's cute. I like the collar on it. Looks warm and cozy. I like the colors too.
It needs...
Is that a Malabrigo book?
Yes, it needs 4 of the Rastas.
Okay. What's the plain color at the top though? Is that
3 Hanks in Wales Road and 1 Hank in Purple Mystery.
of the Rasta?
Yes.
Oh.
It's got a
I
little
don't
bit of
think you're
variation
getting plain
to
color
it there.
in it. Oh, okay.
But it looks like it will be a quick knit. Maybe that'll be my damn next mystery knit along.
One of our ladies from Yarn Envy I ran into last night at the movies.
Who?
She was seeing
that's where I want to go to knit on Saturdays.
I know, I told her we need to get back in there. She said that they went to see that Good Liar or something movie and said it was good.
I don't even pay attention to movies. I can't sit still in a theater. I'm terrible.
So, and she
It's
was
such a
telling me about the
commitment to
Christmas
go in
party.
there and sit down.
It is, but it's not that dark. I think I could have knit. I really do.
Do you want to go to that Christmas party?
Especially on this, I could have knit. It's on a Wednesday. You'd have to take off work. She's
Look at my
considering it.
schedule.
Did you
I
hear
know.
that?
I've seen that party posted. So
Yeah, I think it's a Wednesday. Oh, that's cute. That reminds me of that one that we saw at Rhinebeck. Remember the lady that was sitting there and you asked her what it was? Do we remember?
I have
Didn't you
it.
put it
I
on your
saved
phone
it.
or
Yeah, I think I
something?
saved
Yeah.
it.
That's one nice thing about Ravelry is like you can quick look it up and put it, you know, in your favorites. And I have so much stuff in my favorites on Ravelry. It's crazy.
That's a rabbit hole. I've been trying to stay away from it, especially when I'm home, like and when I should be knitting, because then I get.
Yeah, instead of buying them now, because I used to just buy them because it's like, oh, it's only $4.
You just buy them,
But I've been doing a lot of putting them in my favorites.
Yeah, I just save them in my favorites and look at my cowl.
Yeah, I have like 6 or more pages of favorites.
So this would have been done last night if I would have had time to stay home. This and that knit along.
You know, I noticed in my favorites, I have a lot of. That reminds me kind of the one you just showed.
Oh yeah, that's cute.
Cardigans. I have a lot of cardigans in there. The knitters are here.
I think you should steek it.
They just did the.
You should steek one.
One of them just did this.
Oh, yeah.
It's called.
Did you watch their new podcast?
I started it. I was watching it when you got here. The Sunday cardigan, isn't that cute?
Yeah, that's cute.
One of them did that.
So Darcy from the
Jen
Knitters
did
Are
that.
Here won a major prize from the Yarn Discovery Tour, and she showed it. It was a basket. It was. Watch it. It's towards the end of it.
Okay.
Congratulations, Darcy.
Yeah,
that
that's
is
exciting.
incredible. It was a lot of.
Yes.
It was a lot of stuff.
Very exciting.
Like I would love it, but I would be nervous about where that would go in my room because there's a lot going on in that room.
I want to redo my room.
Even with the big
I want
clean
it to
out.
look like that picture I showed you.
So this is almost done. This is the twist and fade that had 5.
That's a lot of little stitches.
This has
there.
been a lot. So I'm pretty stoked
But
about
nice,
it though.
It's turning out so pretty.
Yeah, so this.
So do you have your zigzag done? Because that was one that we were supposed to have done for
I think
February.
I have like this much of it done. Like there's no damn.
I'm not
zigzag.
even close. Like we've started ours before that, and there's people who started it after February and have it done.
Yep.
Mine's a forever.
Another
project.
epic failure for me. I'm just
I
gonna
just-
gonna sew an F on all my shirts. It'll be like, oh, what's your first name? Does it begin with an F? No, I'm a failure.
Yeah,
Which
whatever.
is better than what I could. Another word I was gonna use to add with up.
Yeah. Well, at least you don't say. Well, you do say it, but Ruby said it to Sandy the other day.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Yeah, that is
2.5. And she says, "What the hell?"
That's awesome. So what else do we have going on? Do we have anything going on? This is a slow.
It is. We have been. I have sparkly nails.
Well, I want this thing. I want this thing to be done. My twist and fade needs to be done, and that knit along needs to come off the needles.
I want my jingle hat done, and then
the thing about that is that's for somebody else that you don't even really know.
That's why I really want to just get it. I want to get it out of my.
Well, I need to talk about something. I need to talk about this.
Okay.
Bath and Body Works. I got this last year for Christmas, winter candy apple. I have bad sinus problems in the wintertime. I'm not sick. I don't have a cold. So I took a shower on Friday night and I put some lotion on. When I woke up on Saturday morning and my nose started to unclog, I smelled like pickles. This makes me smell like pickles. Huh. It's gone. I'm leaving it here. Find a granddaughter or somebody for this.
What is that?
I don't know,
like a dill pickle?
Like a dill pickle.
Like a big old dill
pickle.
Like
a dill pickle.
Did you ask Don, do I smell like a pickle?
No, he was still sleeping. He was still sleeping when I got up. Is that your neighbor?
Yeah, hi, Jeff.
Running in his tutu. No, Don was still sleeping. He slept in yesterday because he stayed up playing Gears, his video game, until 10 till 4 in the morning on Saturday morning. So I'm very proud. That's my man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's a big Gears guy. But yeah, so this makes me smell like a pickle. No bueno.
I was gonna show you that lady sent me a picture of the knits that she liked.
Some extravagant pattern.
Whoops. Oh, there must
Was it
be
an easy pattern or?
Well, they don't look easy. I don't know.
Is that knitted?
I don't know.
Because it kind of looks.
It is. No.
It looks like it's crocheted.
Knitted. No, they're knit. Let's see. It has the pattern, but hand knitted cashmere fingerless mitts.
How about hand knitted not cashmere knits?
Yeah.
Mitts.
So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Depends on how much time I have. They look pretty detailed and ruffly and.
Yeah, that looks like. That
I'm not sure if it's something I'm gonna tackle or not.
Could realistically be done by the time she needs them. With everything else that's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I have time because I have some Christmas knits that that I haven't even started that need done, like a sweater. I don't.
It's gonna be a whole sweater.
I know, and I don't even. That sweater shouldn't be bad to do though, right? It's in the Malabrigo and it's in the round and it should be fine.
Or Morgan will get it next Christmas.
Well,
or for her birthday.
And
I'm
year. Not even like if I don't get it all the way, if I get it mostly done, I almost want to leave the needle in it
and just wrap it and give it to her like
that.
Well,
because I want to. Yeah. I almost want to do that because of the hem.
Yeah.
To see how it fits her, so it may have waist yarn in the sleeves. It may have about
this much to finish. It'll just barely be cast on, and then she can wrap it like that.
Crop.
You should make her a hat to go with it. In all your spare time.
Yeah.
Maybe we should add a knit along doll that all your knitting may have going on. You want
my next knit along? My next knit along is going to be, and maybe we should invite people on Facebook on our podcast.
And then you all can make me feel like a big failure.
Which I know a lot of people have already done this, but I really want to make a Nanelle check. Swancho. And so I'm trying to do the knit along. I'm going to start the knit along in February at I was going to say at the school. I don't know where that came from.
At the store?
At the store.
I want
at Crafty Needle. This. And I'm hoping we can get Why Not Fiber to do a trunk show at our store. That's my. She doesn't know that yet.
Nobody knows it, right?
No.
Not the store, not why not. No
Yeah.
one. This is the
Why
big
not?
announcement.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. So that's my hope is that we can get.
And maybe like have a, and then we could invite our friends too to
It
come.
could be a kickoff, and then can get your yarn that night and
Do it on a Saturday.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah, do it on a Saturday, and then we can invite our other podcaster friends to come.
Yeah.
Because it's not very far from Canada
fun.
either for you guys, for
Everybody
City Knit
can
Girls. Because
come.
Lord knows if you want to see us, you got to cross that Ambassador Bridge through Detroit because we cannot go across the bridge.
We should host a podcast.
She's ignoring me. She's ignoring me.
I don't have my
She doesn't have her passport yet. How long have we been talking about this?
Morgan reminds me all the time now. Thank you.
Go get your passport.
Yeah.
I can go visit them.
Why, that little scarf looks springy. Neon.
She's changing the subject. I'm going to start messaging you. I'm going to teach Ruby to say, get your passport.
Get your passport.
What is the holdup? It's probably, I'm going to find some cool ass knitting retreat in Canada.
It costs so
and then
much.
I'm going to be sending you pictures and you're going to be sad because you're not going to be there.
I'd have to sell like a bunch of hats or something.
What? It's $120.
But that's sweater quantity.
How many sweater quantities do you have?
1 or 2.
Mm-hmm. I bet you have 7 or 8.
No. Someday I'm going to dump all my yarn and look at what I have.
I don't want to do that. It's too depressing. It's hard to put it all back in. I've done that before with my sock yarn. And then I walked out of the room and it was like gremlins and it grew little babies and then it was all over my bed.
And you didn't even pour water on it. They were popping everywhere.
George Pratt's like in the middle of it looking like... I laid all my needle sets out one time too, and George was he was sitting there looking at them all, and I think he was judging me when he was up there. I have a picture of that.
We watched Gremlins I watched it with Lucy. She loved it. She's a strange little child. She likes scary stuff. Yeah, I'm getting knitting done. Look at me go.
I see.
Except I can't. I wish I could. Some of them ladies knit and they don't even
they can
look.
just do this like.
Just like, I can do a couple stitches, but then I have to check it like that.
That is how I got in a pickle with that hat, and you had to fix it on the train ride because.
Why are you trying to get in my lap?
But when she comes up here, she doesn't want to be in the
She doesn't
picture.
She likes to be in your lap, but she likes to be in control. She doesn't want me to hold on to her.
I hate people that like to be in control all the time.
I know. She's a control freak. Just like you. Mm-hmm. She would be the perfect cat for you. Mm-hmm. So I think that's all we got today.
So hopefully we'll record in 2 weeks. Well, we'll record from Vermilion.
When is that? How far away is that one? 3 weeks ish.
Yeah, 3 weeks from yesterday.
So that's probably the next one we'll do, don't you think?
Come on.
Or are we gonna try and do before?
Look at this. Look at this.
In your lap.
Hey, darling.
Aww.
Wave to the people.
See, she likes to be in control.
Wave to the people.
And she's off.
So yeah, Saturday, December 7th.
Yep. Nice. And she's back in your lap again.
The Yarn Envy. So Yarn Envy is the store just north of Toledo in Michigan on Stearns Road. And they're having a Christmas party on Wednesday, December 3rd. Is that the correct?
I don't know. Can you find something that says it, what it is?
I did see it.
We should go there and do a little live. I always say that.
Wednesday,
but we never
December
do it.
4th from 10 to 5. Light refreshments and one day only 20% off all in-stock items plus 50% off any clearance item. Do you have kids that day? Do you have to babysit on Wednesdays?
I do, but I can make arrangements.
This will be my Christmas present to myself.
I could make arrangements not to have kids that day.
I'm looking at what else I have going on that week. Oh, I could do it.
You can do it.
I can.
I just have to get Cooper on the bus. And then we could go.
So, does anybody else want to meet us up there? Look on Yarn Envy. She's licking my hand.
It's because you smell like pickles.
She likes pickles. No, I took a shower because I couldn't hardly stand it. I'm like, oh, it's like somebody spilled a jar of pickle juice on me.
That's strange.
It's disgusting. Put your butt down, cat. Like, so yeah, we could go to the Christmas party at Yarn Envy and knit all day.
I did knit at the dealership this week because I had to go in for a recall on my car, and it was just an inspection, and my car, there wasn't a problem, but I did have to go. In the where we sat, there was a vending machine, and Ruby had asked for Funyuns that day, which I never have here.
Does she call them Funyuns, or does she?
She calls them onions. She asked for onions, and I didn't have any, and I don't usually have them here, but they have them at their house. So we get to the car dealership, and she points to the vending machine, and she goes, "What's that up on top?"
Did you buy them for her?
Of course I did. So she got her onions, and then there was a glass window that the blinds are closed, and it was to an office. But she could see the reflection of the McDonald's arches in the window. So she's like, "Oh, McDonald's." So we go to get in the car, and she goes, that was the best day. Like, she had fun at the car dealer getting her onions. So my car is all good for, our trip to Rhinebeck next year.
Really keep it all updated.
And then, I said to the guy, how many miles do you get an oil change now? And he said, "We don't do that anymore. We wait for the car to tell us."
Yeah, the light will come. It'll tell you.
So.
I know on my work car, we get them every 7,500 miles.
Wow.
On my personal car, because I don't drive it very much, I get
every 10 years?
At least once a year, if not twice a year. And it's in a climate-controlled garage, so I don't know.
Right.
We could take that to Rhinebeck.
We could.
It's not as comfortable
top
though.
Down.
With our top off.
Yeah.
Who else is going to Rhinebeck this year? Who else out there? We're gonna stay at Best Western again. I know some people. I have this cat. This is gonna be bad. I need you to cut that out. We're staying at the Best Western again, which is usually where Needles Up is. The restaurant was pretty good. I thought the restaurant was good. It came with a breakfast.
A lot of open areas to sit in it too.
I enjoyed that. And since we went this first time to Rhinebeck, now they have
toilet plungers.
Hopefully the maid lady doesn't put any shit down in our toilet. Maybe it was, I don't know if it was literal.
Maybe she pooped in there.
It wasn't my toothbrush that went down there because I took mine with me in my bag.
I had mine in my suitcase.
I don't leave my toothbrush in there. I keep it with me. Bad story. And I have OCD about it. If any of you know my sister Beth, ask her about the toothbrush story. You can ask her when you see her in January.
Right. Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
So Rhinebeck, and then I haven't made all of our other plans for Kentucky.
It's a long way away. Oh yeah.
I have a notebook that sometimes I write little ideas down and research mileage to places. I know Chevis talked about in Indianapolis something called Mass Avenue Knits. They were at Vogue Knitting. They had a booth at Vogue Knitting, and it was a nice booth. I'd be interested in going to Indianapolis. And we could catch the Harley stores too. Maybe the guys could go.
Maybe you'll let them go this time.
When we come back from the cruise.
Look, my other cat is in the window back there.
The one's laying on my lap. Yeah, so Don and I are going on our 10th year anniversary cruise. We leave on January 4th.
Are you gonna meet the knitters every morning?
I don't know if they'll have that. He wasn't that pleased with that the last time I did that.
Mm-hmm.
He was crabby. On our last cruise with Princess, maybe, I don't know, probably 2 years ago, I think. I looked in the little planner thing, like the information guide for the day, and it said that there was a group of knitters meeting in this one room or whatever. It was like a dining room or a bar area that was like closed during the day with all these windows and everything. So I'm like, I'm gonna go there. So the first day I went, had a good time, stayed about an hour, and left. Then I went like that. You went, and any day you were out at sea, they didn't have it on the days that the ship was in port somewhere. And so I think it was like 4 or 5 times, because that was our 8-day cruise, I think. And on the last day, like, we're all like, oh, we're never gonna see each other again, and it was like 3.5 hours. Don was not pleased.
I saw there was the Elvis cruise.
I would prefer a knitting cruise over an Elvis cruise, I believe.
A knitting cruise would be fun.
I don't know that Don will go on the knitting cruise.
If there's any of those coming up.
I can tell you. Go to Knitter's Review.
You know, we need to get our subscriptions up really high so that we can.
We need a damn GoFundMe page.
Yeah, there you go.
Go fund us poor knitter girls.
Or we could have a yarn sale, a D-stash.
Portland, Oregon knitting experience.
Ignore that.
I don't want to take my time for that. I just want money to come in. Nottingham Yarn Expo in England.
I'm not going to England. I can tell you that right now.
Oh, today?
I'm a chicken.
Ace Hotel, Pittsburgh, PA. Indie Knit and Spin, a Pittsburgh indie fiber arts marketplace. Well, shitballs, we're missing it.
Oh, man.
I don't know. This Knitter's Review thing it's pretty sweet. Mm-hmm.
So did you find us a knitting cruise?
There was some Sauter Villages listed right there.
Ooh. All right. Well, we're sort of rambling.
Yeah,
Maybe we should close babbling. It up.
All right. So this is going to be not as long as the last time.
Looking further than I was a minute ago.
Here, no, wait. I found it.
Oh,
Trendsetter Knitting Group, Caribbean Cruise with Friends and Fiberworks, and Barry Klein.
When is that? March 8th of this year?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so fun. Wonder how much those cost.
A lot. Rhinebeck was nothing compared to that. Australia and New Zealand knitting cruise. That'd be fun. The big cost of that is the airfare getting there.
I heard there's some fires in Australia going on. That's sad.
Let the River Carry You knitting retreat. San Juan Island, Washington. I would like to go to some of the West Coast stuff because I'd like to go to see the Naughty Knitwits. Stalk them. Look at that knitting retreat with Caitlin Hunter in Texas.
She's amazing.
There's a lot of the Caribbean cruises listed. Wow, from the 6th to the 15th. What month is this? March. That's a long cruise, 9 days.
Yeah. Sandy, would you go on a knitting cruise with me? As long as there's a casino on the boat.
I'll go on the knitting cruise with you. What are you talking about? I don't know.
She's
if Don,
a good cruiser.
I don't know if Don would be one with this 9 days of me being gone.
Yeah. You have to put him in your suitcase.
He'd be crying, playing that "Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone" song.
Yeah.
But,
all right, well,
guys. Happy knitting. Give us like and thumbs up. Subscribe.
Give us an idea for comment an idea for a knit along because Cheryl loves knit alongs.
For her to do the knit along.
Yeah. All righty.
And Sauter.
Yeah, see you
Go
at
to
Sauter.
Sauter. Meet us at Sauter.
Now we'll be back in a few weeks. 3 weeks. We'll do our next podcast from Cast On Yarn Studio with Brenda. Alrighty. Bye bye.